Hello students, my name is Lucian and today I'm gonna do an orientation about the summer work and travel program. The work and travel program started almost 6 years ago, and since then students all over the world can go and visit and travel and work in the United States. So for the Romanian students, the work period is between 15 June and 30 September, and after that you can still stay in America and travel for 30 days. But also, don't forget that after those 30 days of travel, you must come back to Romania and finish your studies. The G1 visa is for the students that work and travel in the United States during the summer. The G1 visa is a cultural exchange visa that can only be obtained through the sponsors, which are accredited organizations by the US State Department. When you're gonna go to the visa interview, you're gonna receive one of those. And you have to know that you have some rights in the US, and I'm gonna read those rights. You have the right to be treated and paid fairly. You have the right not to be held in a job against your will. You have the right to keep your passport and other identification documents in your possession. You have the right to report abuse without retaliation. You have the right to request help from unions, immigrant and labor rights groups and other groups. And of course, to seek justice in US courts. These rights and others are presented in this pamphlet. It will be best to pause this video and take a pen and a paper and use this checklist when packing your carry-on bag. You'll definitely need the passport with the G1 visa and the DS 2019, that's your work permit, to enter the United States. You'll also need the job offer, the health insurance card, at least 500 to 700 in cash or card, your driver license if you have one change of clothing in case your checked luggage is lost for a short time, any valuables or personal items, prescription medications in the original prescription containers, detailed travel plans from the US airport to the company or your accommodation. You also have to consult your airline for specific carry-on baggage restrictions. We also recommend you to make 2 photocopies of your DS 2019 passport and G1 visa and leave 1 photocopy to your family and take one with you. Some employers provide housing or housing assistance and some do not. Be sure that you understand your arrangements with your employer before you leave Romania. If your employer provides housing, it's most likely to be shared with other students. The cost and location of your housing is your responsibility, and you will be responsible to pay your rent each month or each week. I'm sure that you're gonna use your common sense and not damage the furniture, and of course, keep your room clean. Also, at night, please try to keep the noise at a minimum level. Same as in Romania, when you sign your lease contract, you might have to pay a deposit. Make sure that you read all your terms and conditions of your leasing contract. As a reminder, please don't forget to bring some money with you, because it might take a while for the first paycheck to arrive. Don't forget that in America, the medical care is very expensive. For a doctor visit, it may cost you between $50 and $300. For a dentist visit, for a minor case, it may cost you up to $150. It will cost you between $10 and $300 for the prescription drugs. And if you have to spend a day in the hospital, it may cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars per day. You'll often have to pay a part or all of the expenses of the medical bill at the time of the service. You must then file a claim with your insurance provider in order to request your money back. Complete an insurance claim, attach a copy of your medical bill, and then send it directly to your insurance provider. If you have some questions, you have to call this free number on your insurance card. The communication with the sponsor is very important. In the first 72 hours since arriving in America, you have to call the sponsor and register in service. If your sponsor doesn't hear from you in the first 10 days of your arrival, they will be required to report you as a no-show in service, which has a negative effect on your current or future visa status. US State Department requires your sponsor to monitor your activity and location throughout your stay in the United States. Your sponsor must know your phone number, address, and employers at all times. Please be aware that your program can be terminated if you don't follow these rules. In order to work and be paid in America, you will need the social security number. In order to obtain your social security number, you'll go to the nearest social security office with your passport, visa and your work permit. You will complete a form and then you will wait for it to arrive at your address. As I said, it's very important to communicate with your sponsor. At the end of the month, of every month, you will receive an email with a survey that is mandatory to complete. If you miss 2 consecutive check-ins, your sponsor may exclude you from the program. The US tax system requires you to pay federal and state taxes on every paycheck you receive. After you come back in Romania, you can recover your taxes that you paid. The G1 visa allows you to work a second job in America, but first you have to get an approval from your sponsor. For this to happen, you must email your sponsor. The sponsor will get back to you with some paperwork that your employer must complete them, and then in up to 2 weeks you will get the approval to work the second job. Next, you'll watch a clip made by the State Department about the transportation and the bike safety.
When you move to America, you won't have a car, so you need to figure out how to move around. You can either walk, take the bus, or ride your bike.
While traveling abroad, the best ways to get around are walking, driving, taking the bus, or riding a bike. Walking is great, but you can't go very far.
I live very close, so I walk to work.
For me, the best way to get around is to just walk.
Driving is fast, but it's not really an option.
Very little of us kind of get a car because it's too expensive to keep it running for the whole summer.
I can't drive in the USA because I don't have a driving license.
Taking the bus is convenient, but it doesn't go everywhere.
I was walking to work every day, but then I started taking the bus because it's quick and it's really convenient.
Riding a bike is quick and easy.
Hello everybody, my name is Yanina and I'm from Ukraine and I bike to work every day.
This is my bike. When I came to US, my householder gave me that bike.
There are a few things everyone should know about riding a bike. Bike Safety 101. Step 1. Find a good bike.
We want you to have a safe bike, and some of the things I've seen is somebody buying a bike and thinking they've gotten a good deal, and then they ride to work and the pedals fall off.
Bad brakes, the chains keep falling off, tires get punctured, and they just turn into rust buckets within like 2 weeks of having them. Look out!
Step 2. Checking a bike for safety is easy. Just use the ABC Quick Check.
Before you ride every time, do an ABC Quick Check. A stands for air. Check the air in your tires. B stands for brakes. Make sure your brakes are stopping the bike. C stands for chain and crank. Make sure the chain is on the gears. Also make sure that your quick releases are well closed and secure.
If you have a bike that's not safe, don't ride it. Bring it to a repair shop or get a new one. Step 3. Be visible. Make yourself easy to see.
Be visible out there. That means choose bright clothes to wear when you're riding your bike. You can go neon, but even a white shirt or a brightly colored shirt makes a big difference. Wear a helmet every time. It keeps you safer.
It's even more important to be lit up at night.
I try to wear bright clothes at night, and I try to make all the lights in my bicycle to be turned on.
Step 4. Follow the law. Bikers must obey the same laws as other vehicles. Learn the rules of the road and follow them. Always stop at stop signs and red lights. Ride in the same direction as traffic. Be predictable. Ride in a straight line. At intersections, point in the direction you are going. Making a left turn across traffic is difficult. If you are an experienced biker, ride into the turning lane and signal where you are going. Make sure traffic can see you. When it's safe, ride through the intersection. In areas with a lot of traffic, it's best to walk your bike on the crosswalk. Don't ride on the sidewalk. Don't be stupid. Never get in a car with anyone who has been drinking. You're better off sleeping on an old dirty couch. You can't always count on drivers to see you. Be aware.
Are you crazy?
Pay attention to your surroundings. Don't listen to music and never text and ride.
Rob, look out.
Hey, watch it!
Always be ready to brake hard or make a quick swerve.
God, some people just can't drive.
When walking, there are a few important things to know. Walk against traffic. You want to see every car as it approaches. Don't be invisible. At night, it's extremely important to wear bright colors.
Some laws in America are different from the ones in Romania. For example, you can't drink alcohol before you turn 21. And also, even if marijuana is legal in some states in America, the federal law forbids it. Do not take unnecessary risks, be safe, and also bring your common sense with you. Don't forget that in some ways you represent Romania. Students Experience Office is open in the summer, so you can always rely on us and contact us if any problem arises. And also you have the emergency line of your sponsor that you can contact 24 hours a day, 7 days per week. Besides some different laws, also when you arrive in America you might have some problems with some cultural differences. Allow you at least 2 weeks to get through the cultural shock. For example, the food might be a cultural shock because the Americans prefer to eat at a restaurant rather than cook at home. I hope that you'll have a great summer, you will visit as much as you can, and you will enjoy every second of your stay in America. And don't forget that for a student it's one of the best things to do in the summer, to go and travel and work and travel. So enjoy your summer, be safe, and see you there.